Welcome to the TD show. We have the host with the most, Devin, the co-host Toby, the new co-host Biggie, BIP. Got a few things going on today. Good subjects to talk about with the NFL and the Pro Bowls and everything. A lot of goodies. So go ahead, let Devin take it away, my friend.
All right. Welcome back, guys. It's me, the Gator Hater, as always.
Yeah.
What's up, Biggie?
What's
Welcome
up?
to the show.
Yes,
Glad to be here.
You finally are part of a podcast. You've waited so long for it.
Dream come true.
So, all right. Well, let's just dive right into it, man. Let's get going. Talking Week 16 pro football, right? NFL.
All right. Skip the pleasantries. Let's go.
Let's go. So there's no Thursday night games this week, which is kind of
humbug.
Me and Toby off, man. That's really
humbug.
I know. So we got 3 games on Saturday though. Got playoff implications, kind of. But we'll start with the 1:00 game. Texans at Ray J playing Tampa. And,
Hargraves get to come back home, baby.
Yeah, Houston is the 3-point favorite in that game. And then the over-under is 49.5.
Oof.
Yeah.
Can be that many points?
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see. DeAndre Hopkins needs one more reception to hit 100 receptions for the year.
So, he's got that. If he didn't get that, I'd be worried.
Especially against the Bucks.
Now, I need to know this because Jameis Winston has thrown for 4,500 yards this season. He's got 2 games. What is the NFL record for passing yards? Does anyone know?
5.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I know Breeze owns it. He took it away from Marino. I don't know the exact number.
I am going to the Google
research department.
So we're checking that out. And let's see. Passing yards in season.
How many total yards he has right now?
4,500.
Yeah.
Ooh. I want to say 54, almost 55, probably 55.
I want to say something. I thought it was like 53, to be honest with you.
I say 54.
Well,
something in between. 54.
It's 54-7-7.
I was on it.
Yeah.
So Jameis would have to throw over 900 yards the next 2 games, which is not actually that hard since he's done it the last 2 games. But
when he did almost 900, 800 in 2 games.
I want to say it's not held by your GOAT prediction though.
It's man, right? It's man. Yeah.
Where's Tom Brady? Oh, there you go. Look at this. Here, you know what? Since you brought that up, I know we're getting off the topic already, but Peyton Manning's 1, Drew Brees is 2nd, Tom Brady's 3rd, Drew Brees is 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, he racks up them yards. Good for him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And still just as many touchdowns as the other 2, though.
Got a couple of haters. All right. So let's move on to the.
We don't think Winston's going to catch that, though. That's 9. He'd have to pull another 2 450-yard games.
905 yards.
He don't have his.
He just did 900 in 2 games. I mean,
he doesn't have his receivers though. He don't have his 2 top 10 receivers.
Sure.
I think he'll fall short by probably about 200, to be honest with you. So, I think
I'm pulling for him.
Yeah, I know you're a big Jameis lover.
Who do we think's going to win the game?
Tampa all day.
That's a biased pick.
Beg the difference.
There is no such thing as a biased pick. Tampa by 60.
Toby, who you got in this one?
I got Houston all day, especially with your boy at the reins for Houston, and one of the top receivers. Would you say he was looking for one more catch to have 100 completions for the year?
Yeah.
I'm definitely going with Houston on this one, man. I just say that because Jameis don't have his weapons on the end. He has Perriman and he has the 2 tight ends, and that's it. So,
I agree with you. I was gonna say if he had those weapons, it'd be a nail biter for sure. But
even if he had Godwin, I could say he might get a W.
Just one of them, yeah. Because Perriman looked good last week.
I'm just hating on Jameis and the Bucks.
Well, this is the big kicker too. Is Houston has something to play for this week,
exactly.
And Tampa doesn't.
Was that a joke about the Bucks kicking?
Spoilers.
No.
Years past.
No. It would have been a good plot though. Houston's going to take that one.
So we got you guys, Houston, sending me obviously with my bias pick. It is what it is.
You're entitled to it. Somebody's got to be wrong.
Hey. You know,
exactly.
There might be two of them. Right.
It'd be no fun if everybody was right.
Let's move up the road to Foxborough. Ooh.
Yo, speaking
the
of
AFC East battle. The 10-4 Patriots, or no, the 11-3 Patriots. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Versus the 10-4 Bills. Now, I haven't really looked at tiebreaker scenarios, but I believe Patriots, a win or lose, they'll still be in first place after this game.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I was lucky to find that out, yes.
Yes,
if we lose this game, we could still win the division if we beat Miami next week.
You already know, Miami always has a tough time.
Miami, man.
Week 17.
They always give us a tough game at the end of the season in Miami. But this game's in New England, so I'm not too concerned.
Fitzmagic, though, man. Fitzmagic was a Buffalo Bill at one time.
I won't take it for granted, but they're focused on Buffalo first.
So let me ask you this: so the Patriots already beat them, right? The Patriots beat them this year already.
Who, Miami?
That was the Bills.
Yeah, that was
that was a close game. 16-10.
Patriots with the dirty hit at the end of the game that knocked out.
It wasn't dirty.
So if the Bills win.
How do you not call it dirty?
Oh, come on.
So if the Bills win, they both would be 11-4.
Yeah, but the way the tiebreaker works, the Patriots still own the tiebreaker. It was I had to look it up myself. You're right, because they both have the same record in the division.
Right.
I think it was mutual opponents is how they were going off it, because I think if I remember correctly, Philly beat Buffalo, and that was kind of like the tiebreaker.
So maybe it's non-conference wins.
Yeah, I think that's how it worked out. So
really,
yeah. So we got kind of lucky with that one, because you're right, it was close. But this game's important too, because if they lose and Kansas City wins, New England loses that first round bye. And they've had that for a long time. That's important to them.
Yeah, because Baltimore's got that one. I mean,
the one's locked up.
Yeah, the one's right. Unless some miracle thing happens.
Even then, I still think they have it locked up. They could lose both games and it'd still be tough to get it. But but this is gonna be a good game. Buffalo's defense is definitely top top 5, maybe top 10 at the worst in the league. Patriots defense is still going strong. It's going to be who can make more plays on offense, honestly.
Yeah, buddy. This is going to be a very exciting game.
So what are we going with? I'm picking the Bills in this one. I just think the Bills need that marquee win this year. I think this is it. Here's my thing though with the Patriots, right? Before we go any further, I think the Patriots are always a team that, they don't really coast into the postseason, but once they're at the postseason, I think they'll lose this game, but I think next week they'll put a hurt into Miami. So I got Buffalo. I think this will be the wake-up call, is what I'm saying.
For me, man, it's so tough because Patriots are hard to play, hard to lose at home.
Well, I forgot to mention New England is a 6.5 favorite, so touchdown.
Which is crazy.
You saw the over-under in the last game, where the over-under in this one is 37, so they're not expecting points.
No. I don't blame them. But Toby, you said but.
But, the Bills, man, that defense is strong. They got everybody at the helm. But the Patriots, is banged up. You got Edelman, everything is hurting on him.
Yeah, he's been hurt all season.
He just beat up.
Yeah.
And the running game for the Patriots hasn't been so up to par. I don't know what happened with Sonny Michel. He just went downhill. So I think I'm gonna take the Bills with this one. Just because the health of the Patriots and the defense the Bills has, and their offense been rocking right now, man. The quarterback scores a touchdown by himself every game. You got to get him a running touchdown in there, period. At the 1 yard line, he's going to run it in. So you can count that. But
well, that's
I
good.
think I'm going to give it the Bills. I'm going to give it the Bills, man.
That's good because the Patriots thrive on the haters. So I mean, the more you guys go against us, we
hey,
definitely
man,
appreciate
I gave him a
that.
little bit of love.
We I appreciate that part of it, but we want your hate. We want that hate. Just keep it flowing. Keep it coming at us. No, so if this game was in Buffalo, I'd seriously debate it because they played us tough there. But it's being in New England, being that the stakes are a first round bye, and a second round home game. I think that New England's really going to unleash everything. They'll come out, any trick play they can come out with. Brady's going to, he's going to take a little bit more risks, I think, this game to try to make something happen if he needs to. I think this is it. This is a playoff game almost. I mean, I know we're in the playoffs, but home field's really important sometimes, and it's going to make a big difference for our game. So I think we're going to win it. I don't think we're going to win it by 6. It's going to be by a field goal. So I think the spread's a little bit outrageous, but it's going to come down to a field goal, and we'll pull it off towards the end.
All right. Well, let's move on to California. The LA Rams at San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco is a 6.5 favorite, and the over-under is 45.
I'm going to say that's it. 6.5 favorites. The way the Rams played against Dallas?
I don't know what Rams team's coming out. That's the problem.
Man.
Maybe 6.5 per half.
Yeah.
No, that's bad. You got to go San Francisco all day on that one.
Yeah. San Francisco's got those running backs.
Yeah, they got the run game going. Jimmy G is not bad. He's still got Kittle going. The Rams defense, man, it's pulled the David Copperfield that completely disappeared. It's gone. I don't know what happened. Aaron Donald, you don't really see him too much anymore. He's gone. Jalen Ramsey, ever since he's been there, hasn't been that big of a factor.
His mouth has been more of a factor.
Yeah, and they're missing Peters now, I bet you. That's for sure.
Yeah. Mr. Pro Bowl.
Yeah, and I just don't. And the offense is dismal at best. They're pretty atrocious right now. This is not a good time for the season for the Rams. Plus, now that they're out of the playoff race, it's pretty much over for them. They have nothing to play for.
Yeah, so we're all in agreement. 49ers.
Yeah, I say 49ers. Yeah. But the Rams is in the hunt. They still are in the hunt.
Yeah, technically the Rams are still in the playoffs until if they lose, the Vikings clinch or the Vikings win.
But the Niners got something to play for, man. They 11-3 with the Seahawks 11-3.
Yeah.
So,
the Niners still have a chance to go from 5 back up to 1 or 2. So
that is insane. That a 12-4 or 13-3 team is going to be playing on the road in the playoffs. I find that crazy. So
yeah, I thought it was bad when we were 11-5 and didn't even make the playoffs. So
no.
13-3 as a 5 seed, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yep. So now we're on to that was the Saturday game. So now we're on to Sunday, and which is now kind of a more exciting game is Jacksonville at Atlanta. Atlanta's a 7-point favorite, just because all the uncertainty circling around anyone that's working for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
They just deflated right now. They done.
Oh.
from the head down. They just.
I hate that word.
Oh, deflated. I'm sorry. But you got to think about it, man. They lost Tom Coughlin. They lost the number one cornerback. They already benched.
Foles. Did they really lose Tom Coughlin, or did Tom Coughlin run away from them?
No, they fired him after they fired him in their mind after Ramsey left.
How do you get fired on your day off, though?
Oh man.
Yeah, I thought it was funny he said that. He said the firing was imminent as soon as they traded Jalen Ramsey.
Yes, I'm telling you.
I was like, oh, okay. So why didn't you fire him then? I don't understand.
Yeah, that's kind of like when they had those coaches on the final year of their contract, and they just kind of let them go through the season knowing that they're going to re-sign them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much to say in this one. I mean, it's
in the air.
Use fest. But I'm picking Atlanta to win this one. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah, I take Atlanta too. I got Atlanta.
I'm gonna go against you guys on this one. Minshew Mania is on the brink of keeping a starting job. I think he's fighting for it right now. I think he's gonna try hard to win this game, and I think Jacksonville will pull it off.
Okay.
I think they're gonna pull this off.
Quick question, for you guys. So if Minshew keeps the job, what Nick Foles gonna do? Where he's going back to Eagles or what?
Sit on the bench and collect the paycheck.
No, they will try to trade him, and some team will pay for him because he is a Super Bowl MVP.
No, nobody's trading for him. Not that paycheck.
We have seen weirder things. Yet, people pay for more.
Well, he beat the Patriots, so somebody paid for him.
Oh, man.
Did he really beat the Patriots, or was that trick play that beat the Patriots?
It was that trick play. But Eli beat the Patriots, too. Nobody's paying him anymore. So,
cool. Remember what I said, episode 4? He's going to be the backup quarterback for the Patriots. Watch. They need a veteran.
He's going to be the backup quarterback for the Vipers when the XFL comes out. Just to go off the topic real quick, because I had this conversation, and since we're talking about Foles and who would trade for him, what about Jared? Would you trade for Jared Goff?
No.
No, you wouldn't trade for him if you
you
needed a quarterback.
Keep him where he's at.
Really?
Yeah, no. Just because he's got too much. If I'm not mistaken, he just signed a deal, right? So
he did a big deal.
Yeah. So
big deal.
I would rather take Foles over Goff.
Okay. That's what I wanted to see. Who would you take more? Would you take Foles' contract or would you take Goff's contract?
Let me ask you this now. Would you take a Foles that has thrown a touchdown in the Super Bowl, or would you take Goff that laid an egg in the Super Bowl?
That's tough. Goff's younger. He's got a lot more to play for. But
last time I checked, this is a results league. This isn't a let's see, so.
Got to go with Foles, man. He proved himself over and over again.
I'm going to agree with you guys. I can't stand. I'm not a big Jared Goff fan anyway, so I just wanted to see what your response was to it, make sure we were on the same page.
All right, and now we're going to go over to Cleveland, and what it's probably going to be a disaster, and probably the end of Freddie Kitchens' career, is Baltimore, or I should say Lamar Jackson versus the Cleveland Browns.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a revenge game because one of those losses Baltimore had was against Cleveland.
Baltimore is a 10-point favorite.
One of those losses was against Cleveland, so I'm gonna say this is a get-back game for
Here's my thing,
Lamar.
right? ESPN, right? Players to watch. They're all Cleveland players. Bias? Like, they don't. I'm sorry, but I think Lamar Jackson is so fun to watch.
A human highlight, man.
So glad he's in the AFC.
The human joystick.
Mm-hmm.
Human joystick. He is impressive.
Yeah, so we're not going to spend too much time on that one because
that's a blowout all day.
Yeah,
they're gonna win by at least 21 points.
Yeah, Ravens probably going to drop 50+.
Wow. I got the defense on fantasy, so let's go.
Hey, on the plus side, you can buy tickets to the game for $14 if you're in the Cleveland area. Just putting that out there.
$14 to watch Lamar. That's
yep. Everybody
here's a definite. Let's move on to the next one, and then this is a playoff implication game. Saints at Titans, not Texans, guys. Slap it across the face. Titans. New Orleans is a 2-point favorite. The line is 49.5. And
it's in Tennessee, right?
In Tennessee, Nashville.
Yeah.
Nashville. Welcome to Nashville.
So Titans need this win, and Texans need the win to keep the Titans off of them.
So Saints need a win to kind of keep pace with the NFC West guys, and which is kind of weird because where they're at, it's the Saints beat the Seahawks if I'm not mistaken, but lost to the Niners. So I don't know how that will work out.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, if the Packers win and the Seahawks win, the Saints are the 3 seed. So even if the Saints win too, so
that's yeah, we'll have to go over those more and just look at that. But
that's the last that I heard of it. So
there's gonna be a lot of changes this week.
I think this is the Titans' last gasp. I think the Saints will win, take care of business as good teams should at this time of year. I think the Titans just would kind of that Cinderella that hoping to get to the playoffs. So, on a side note, Michael Thomas could probably break the receiving record this year for most receptions in a season.
Yeah, with 17 more. Or, 12
I think it's 155. Right? 155 is the record, if I'm not mistaken, right?
143.
143. So he needs 10 to tie, 11 to break.
He had 11 catches last week.
Yeah, he broke it last week, basically.
Yeah, 11 catches.
I remember.
But then again, he didn't play the Titans defense, though, and that's a lot tougher than the Colts defense.
Okay.
Michael Thomas.
I'm sorry. When Mike Evans was healthy, Mike
nickname.
Evans had like 200 yards receiving in the first half against the Titans.
We'll see.
It doesn't matter who he played, man. You can't guard him, man. That's his nickname.
Michael Thomas.
Wait, but it sounded like you were picking the Titans, though.
Who?
Devin.
No, I'm not picking the Titans. The last gasp, but meaning that's it. The playoffs are over.
This is it. Okay.
Yeah. No.
All right. So maybe I misheard you. That's okay.
No. That's why I said I see the Saints taking care of business because that's what good teams do.
Oh, you don't think Titans are a good team? Gotcha.
Yes.
Fair enough.
I'm not saying they're not. Okay, so they're 8-6, so they have a guaranteed 500 record. I just don't see them beating the Saints. I'm not saying they're not a good team because they have beaten some teams this year that I didn't think they would beat. But yeah. I mean, Derrick Henry ran for 1,300 yards this year. I didn't know that till just now.
Mm-hmm. Wow. One of the best running backs in the league, yeah.
He wasn't nowhere on my fantasy radar.
And Tannehill, since Tannehill turned that team around, he's really come strong. So,
well, yeah, now they actually have to guard the pass.
Yeah, they have to. You can't put 9 in the box.
Yeah.
So, Toby, who do you think's gonna win this game?
New Orleans. That's who I got.
New Orleans.
Oh man.
No lie. I got no y'all.
I'm gonna play the other side of the fence again. I'm gonna go Titans on this one.
Yeah, man,
I want to agree with you guys, but I really do. But
are you drinking again, Biggie?
I'm telling you, man, it's in Tennessee. That's the big factor. So it's not in the Dome where New Orleans can break records and have all kinds of fun like they did last week.
Well, it's not like an 8-hour trip for the fans in New Orleans.
But it's outside. And that's a big difference. And that defense in Tennessee, I'm telling you, I think they're going to buckle down. Tannehill's got them in a good spot right now. And Titans have multiple chances to make the playoffs. They can make it through the division or the wild card. So they've got some outs, and they have a lot to play for. So
the GOAT will take care of it, and the Saints will move on to the next game.
Brady's not playing in that game. Will you stop it?
That may be your GOAT. I mean, let's move on to. Oh Jesus! Let's move on.
By the way, Big, I like that choice you took, but I just still gotta go with New Orleans. But I like that pick. I like you gonna get the grain on that pick.
It was nice.
It's gonna be tough.
It was nice knowing you because I know we're about to lose you right here. Carolina at Indianapolis.
Oh,
Indy is a 6-point favorite.
Oh, the garbage bowl. Yeah, the garbage bowl, huh?
The garbage bowl.
Garbage bowl.
Well, yeah. So first 1 to 20 wins.
I like that sound. I like the sound of that.
No. We can talk about this because the Panthers are starting a rookie quarterback, right? So we were talking about this in the last episode.
Right.
It's your boy starting now.
What do you think, Toby? I know what he was in college.
This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to give it to the Colts because they're more seasoned, especially at the quarterback area. But the defense, I like our defense over the Colts. But, I mean, I don't know, man. This is going to be in the air. But I think the more firepower is with the Colts. But T.Y. is back, and you got Pascal doing his thing. And you got what's the tight end name again?
Ebron.
No, he's hurt. Doyle.
Oh, Doyle. Yeah.
Doyle doing his thing. Yeah, I like what they got on offense. So I'm gonna give the edge to the Colts. Ooh. It's gonna be a good tough game though. Yeah, I had to go against the team because I don't know. I gotta see what Greer got. This is my first time ever seeing what he do. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give the edge to the Colts. I'm gonna be real about it. So, Colts on this one.
I'm getting Colts too. I think Greer will have a decent game. I'm a big believer in Greer, but I just don't think they're going to beat the Colts. I mean, the Colts technically are still mathematically in their hunt, but
they're out of it.
Are they
6 and 8? Yeah, they.
Well, I mean, because both technically the Titans and the Steelers can both finish 8-8 also.
I think they lose the tiebreaker, so they got officially eliminated.
Yeah, okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I just seen the record. I haven't looked that one up, man, so I don't watch enough Colts.
Man, the Browns in the hunt? I'm sorry, I got looking at the standings. The Browns in the
Browns
hunt?
Are still in it.
What?
Weirdly enough, but not
and
the Colts.
And the Raiders?
Yep, wow. But not the Colts. Go figure.
Wow.
I gotta ask, did you guys get together before the show and counter against me on every one of my picks? Is that what you're doing?
Technically, we made our picks yesterday because
right.
We got
unofficially. If anyone's listening, we are in a pick'em league unofficially. Don't come after us, government.
Let me ask you this in this game. This is going to dictate my pick. Who's the best player on the field?
For what game?
The Colts and the Panthers. I haven't picked yet. Who's the best player on the field?
Best player on the field?
I love Lou Kuechly, but I like that linebacker
guys. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Quentin Nelson is the best player.
Christian McCaffrey is the best player on that field, and he's going to show it on Sunday when he beats the Indianapolis Colts.
Listen,
Will Greer is going to have to rely on him heavily, and he's going to do it. And he's going to
Hold on, this is my team. Listen. They don't know what this quarterback going to do. So they're going to put 8, 9, 10, 11 in the box. So I don't think Christian McCaffrey going to get off like the way you think he is because they're going to make Greer throw that ball. So I don't know how Christian
And I'm going to put a prop bet in there, and I'm going to put that Christian McCaffrey gets 180 all-purpose yards. How's that one sound?
That's not that much. That is
I know for him.
180 when he just said there's going to be 10 in the box?
He touches it like 30, 40 times.
Okay.
You just said
Let's go from one garbage pick to the garbage bowl in Cincinnati at Miami. 180 all-purpose yards. Dolphins. I mean, you could flip a coin. I mean, that's the line is so flip a coin.
Yeah, Cincinnati gonna fail this just to get their quarterback. So I'm gonna go with Miami.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to talk about this game. Miami.
Mixon doing his thing though. You can talk about that.
Now, Cincinnati wins. This could be a recipe for disaster for say New England. Just saying.
Why for New England?
Because then Miami's gonna be pissed off going into New England.
Nah.
You know what? Let's go Bengals. Let's go.
Oh no, don't do that.
Miami's gonna play hard regardless.
Miami's gonna win this game.
They're gonna play New England hard no matter what.
Yeah, Miami's gonna win this game. Actually, probably handily too. I bet you. I think they're ready to show. Miami's come on strong the past couple of weeks, man. They're no cupcake anymore.
I know they're no longer a 1-13 team. They are a 3-11 team.
Yeah, they
call the press.
The new coach Flores, he's turning them around.
Yeah,
he's putting the good work together, and they got all those draft picks this year. They can be dangerous next year.
We'll see what they do with all those draft picks, like you said. I think the other quarterback might go there. The Oregon quarterback might go to Miami.
Herbert?
No, you know what? I think they're gonna build their offensive lineup. So that's what they're gonna do.
They're talking about still taking Tua, even though he's hurt. If he comes out, they're talking about taking him.
We'll see what's up.
We're all taking Miami. Is that what I mean?
Yeah, I got Miami.
Okay. Yeah. Miami. 305. 305.
Then we're going to East Rutherford, New Jersey for one of the New Jersey teams, and Pittsburgh Steelers at the New Jersey Jets. Yes, I said New Jersey Jets. Pittsburgh is a 3.5 favorite in that game.
Only 3.5?
Yeah.
Oh. Are they still in the hunt?
First off, Steelers are in the hunt. I looked it up.
They are.
Steelers are in the hunt. They
have a wild
card
shot.
They actually got a wild card.
If the season ended today, the Steelers will play the Chiefs in the first round.
That's right. They got a wild card. So, I'm gonna go with the Steelers. But looking on the hindsight for the Jets, New Jersey Jets, I think Bell gonna take this game pretty personally, and he might have a good game. I think Bell's gonna have a good game.
This is what I know. All right, Pittsburgh fans travel very well. That's common knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to take over MetLife, and I think Le'Veon is going to get a lot of boos at his own stadium. And I think
No.
Have you
I agree with him. Yeah,
have you not seen the Steelers? The Steelers travel well. They're probably one of the most well-traveled teams, I would say, outside of probably the Giants and probably New England.
Have you seen the Jets play this season? I don't care if it's Pittsburgh fans or Jets fans. They're still going to boo.
That's
they're going to be booing in that stadium.
They're going to boo at the team regardless.
Yeah, that's what Jets fans do. They just boo. You know what? Oh, we scored a touchdown? Boo.
Yeah, Le'Veon getting booed either way.
I got to do his thing.
I got the Steelers. I think they're going to continue to try to lock up that playoff spot.
Yeah, they have too much to play for. They came off that bad loss to Buffalo last week. I think they're really going to show some stuff this week. The Jets defense isn't, without Mosley in there and Adams hasn't played the best down the stretch. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh's too much for him. So, I agree.
All right, from one New Jersey team to the other New Jersey team. The New Jersey Giants.
New Jersey Giants.
That is the Washington Redskins.
Ooh, this game is a toss-up, man. This game is a toss-up. Both of them well matched. They both 3-11. I'm gonna take. Oh, you got Haskins, and then you got your boy Dimes. What do they call him?
Daniel Jones.
Danny
Dimes. Yep.
I got the Giants. All right.
You got the Giants?
Why do you have the Giants?
You got to come back to me on this one.
All right. So I have the Giants, right? Because I can't see the Redskins moving the ball, right? But the Giants have a horrible defense. So let's not get this. Let's get this twisted. I just think the Giants will be the last one to score, and I think that's what the finish of the game is. I think it's last one to score wins, and I think Washington has a horrible defense, and I think Daniel Jones will have a decent game, and then Saquon will show up, and everyone thinks Saquon is the savior again, and everyone will be like, oh, the Giants are 4-11. What a great season. And that's where we're at.
You know what, man? I think I'm going to take the Giants, too. You got everybody's healthy. You got Slayton out there.
On a side note, before you go anywhere, now that Saquon's healthy, we get to hear Giants fans say that he's the next Barry Sanders again. Which is laughable.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm laughing. Yeah.
Next Barry Sanders.
Oh,
yeah.
Barry.
There was only one Barry Sanders. I've heard that.
Who said that?
I heard it at the Bucs game that I went to with AC.
You know what? Just for them saying that, I'm going with Washington. Let's go AP. Let's go McLaren. Let's go Mr. Haskins. I'm going with Washington. Let's go.
Then Haskins decides to retire after being picked by Toby.
And they put Eli. Eli back on the bench. I'm going with Washington. Let's go, baby.
My pick's a little bit of a weird pick the way I'm going about it, but I'm going to pick Washington, and here's why. The Giants front office isn't dumb. They're not too dumb anyway. Washington, with their owner, not the smartest group over there. And New York's thinking to themselves, I'm going to be smart and lose this game so I can get a better draft pick. And Washington saying, I want to look good and beat the Giants, even though I don't even remember about my draft pick. And Washington's going to accidentally win this game.
Accidentally.
And that's how it's going to happen.
Now, all right, so you said that the Giants are going to lose. Now, do you think their coach is in the hot seat?
Oh, yeah. He's out.
Oh, he's out? Okay.
They might as well. They're already looking. Shermer's out.
All right. They haven't even won a division game yet. Washington, let's go. This is time for them to win a division game.
Yeah.
They came close against Philly. They were close. They put up a fight.
Drink some more of that Cavassier, Toby.
One more time. Hold on. Let me get the ice going.
Hey, man. Devin, you're the minority right now. We're the ones picking Washington.
I don't know.
That's right, buddy. I got Washington.
It's literally a toss-up. You just flip a coin back. Oh, we're going with New York. All right, let's go to Detroit versus Denver. It's in Denver. The line is Denver by 7. Wow. And over and under is 38.5.
Oof. It's 38.5?
Yeah. Is it Matthew Stafford playing? Is he out for the season?
No,
right?
I think he's out still.
Okay.
They put him on. They put him on IR.
Broncos by 28.
Broncos by 28. Oof. That's kind of tough.
Hey, you know what? And they'll still cover the under. How about that?
Ooh. 38 and they put up 28. No, I'm taking the over, but I'm taking Denver. I think Denver's putting up more than 28. I think this Drew Lock kid's not too bad. I think he can he just show some people some things, especially against that crummy Detroit defense.
Man, I think I'm gonna take Denver because Denver coming on pretty strong at the end, man.
Yeah.
Who they played that gave them a go? They actually beat them. Who they played last? Was it last week? They beat
Houston
real good.
No, two weeks ago they beat Houston up.
Yeah,
last week big time.
Yeah, last week they lost.
Last week was in the snow, and that was tough.
City.
Kansas. Well, I'm talking about the Houston game. They beat Houston handily that game.
And that's why Biggie can't trust Houston because he doesn't know what Houston team's going to be there.
Who the heck knows what Houston team is?
True.
But the big end all be all is this David Blouse kid or the rookie quarterback over there. Wow. Yeah, he's gonna have to watch after Von Miller. So
I like him.
You know what? He should call Medea over there in Carolina.
Listen, this man has been playing all year. No discussion, but
just for tips, man.
He should be in no discussion.
Oh.
He's healing himself.
He'll call Medea and say, "Hey, what do you have a good psychiatrist number? Because I'm going to need it after this."
Oh, man. You guys, boy, I tell you.
All right, let's go.
Find out what type of nighttime tea Cam Newton used after the Von Miller beating. Give him some recommendations.
All right, what's next?
Is it Oakland or Las Vegas? The Raiders?
Might as well be Las Vegas at this point. Let's move them already.
At the always moving Chargers.
Woo, this is another garbage bowl.
Now this one's got playoffs.
Yeah, Oakland is still mathematically in it. They are
still garbage.
They're the 9th seed, so they need a lot of help. But I mean, if the Steelers or Titans win, the Raiders are out. So.
Listen, I'm going with the Chargers. Reason being, they play hard every game. They always go to the end. They always lose a game only by 7 points or less when it's close games. Oakland gave their whole game away last week, 16-3, and they lost against Minshew and company. They didn't score none in the second half. They came back and won the game. I'm going with the Chargers. I love what Eckler's doing. I like Mike Williams and company. The boy Keenan Allen, and the gunslinger himself, Phillip Rivers. He's going to pad his stats up this game. I'm with the Chargers on this one.
Yeah, I'm with the Chargers. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just not a John Gruden fan anymore. So.
I'm a Rivers lover. I really am. Yeah, you're right. I gotta go with LA. I want to go Oakland because of the playoff implications, but they looked so bad last week.
Remember, Oakland is where Tom Brady's first scandal ever broke out.
Yes, the tuck rule, and we appreciate that.
In the snow.
That was a big start for us, so I'll never forget that game. But no, after the way they performed last week when it was a big playoff implication, what's to say they're going to do anything this week? You know, I'll go with the Chargers.
All right. So let's move on down to the game of Sunday. I'm not saying the game of the week because the game of the week is on Monday, but this is the game that matters on Sunday. It's a laughable bowl or I guess a game, but Cowboys at Eagles.
Oh man!
Oh, this could be a good one.
I want to hear what y'all gonna say, man.
I mean, Dallas is a 1.5 point favorite, so might as well call it even. I got the Eagles actually.
Wow.
I'm for whatever reason, I just don't know what it is. I think the Cowboys have tried to lose this division, and now they're going to. I think this will be Jason Garrett's final, with his little final nail in that Cowboys coffin.
Wow. Okay.
What you say, Biggie? What you say, buddy?
I'm gonna have to disagree with you again. Ezekiel Elliott, I'll tell you, someone's got to be wrong. So I'm glad it's you.
I can't convince you to be right.
Zeke Elliott, man, he has his best games of all time against the Eagles. He averages 115 yards a game against them. They can't stop this kid. And the offensive line's too much. They've shown it. They showed it already once this season. As long as they keep feeding the rock over to Zeke, man, that's it. It's going to be game over after that. They can't stop it. And not to mention Philly's offense, too many injuries. They have like one receiver that's actually going to be healthy this week. It's just too much to go through for them.
Is Ertz still playing?
I'm pretty sure they're picking up Vince from Invincible, just trying to get him out there to go play wide receiver.
I heard Josh Gordon's available, but you got.
Speak.
That's bad.
That's out of bounds all itself right there.
Man. For me, how much it's gonna hurt me to say this, but I think it's gonna be Dallas. Reason being, what Biggie said, their whole offense is depleted except they only got Zach Ertz. No, they got Sanders. He stepped up.
Miles Sanders too.
Yeah, he stepped up a little bit, but there's too many injuries going on. The whole receiving core is down. It's just depleted. Dallas got nothing but superstars on their team, man. And if Dallas played the way they played against the Rams last week, they definitely gonna be in it.
Yeah, but they're not lacking confidence.
Yeah, they do play at Philly, but it's Dallas' game to give away. I'm just say it like that. So I'm just go with Dallas. I think they're gonna knock them out just because all the injuries that Philly got.
That's a good way to put it. It's Dallas' lose. Dallas' game to lose.
Dallas' game to lose, man. They say Dak is hurt, got a little fracture in his finger, his shoulder hurt, his back hurt, his knee hurt, his toes hurt. But I don't believe
when you carry the team.
It's week 6. It's week 16.
This man hasn't missed a game since he started, so he'll be okay.
Yeah. Week 16, everybody's hurt.
When you carry your team like you have this year, I would imagine your back would be hurting.
But they do have Ezekiel Elliott. Like he said, you get that man a rock 30 times, he will have 100 plus, probably 2-3 touchdowns. I'm saying that because he's on my fantasy as well, and I need him. That's from Zeke.
And Pollard, too. Pollard looked pretty good last week.
Oh, and I got Gallup.
1-2 punch.
Gallup going to have about 2 touchdowns, probably 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. We ain't know. Let's go Dallas.
All right, let's move on to Arizona at Seattle. Seattle's a 9.5 point favorite. And the over-under is 51.
Seattle. That's it. Yeah.
Seattle mic drop.
Seattle. Just run the ball.
This is a game that Seattle needs to win, period. They playing for something. It's all Seattle.
I will say it'd be exciting to watch Murray versus Russell Wilson, though. That's going to be exciting. They're both been pretty exciting this season, but yeah, it's Seattle all day.
They both gonna be running for their lives because Russell Wilson does the same thing.
Yeah. So, Wilson has way too many weapons.
Ooh. This 8:20 game. Kansas City at Chicago.
KC.
Just like that. KC, huh?
KC, just like that. They got tons of weapons. Even though Chicago's defense is pretty good, I don't see them stopping Kelsey, Hill, McCole, Sammy, who else I missed? There's so many people they got. I can't see them stopping everybody.
I got Kansas City because their quarterback is trash.
Yep.
And Chicago's quarterback is trash.
Yep.
Not Kansas City. Kansas City's got a pretty good quarterback.
Not too bad.
Not too shabby.
I see him in those commercials all the time, so I'm kind of worried that is he going Hollywood before,
He's going to be like Rodgers. He's going to win one Super Bowl maybe, and he's going to be in a whole bunch of All-State commercials. That's what it's looking like.
and they'll call him the GOAT.
Oh, man, please. It's going to be terrible. But I will say, before I did my research, I was thinking Chicago might pull this one off. But Chicago's not in the hunt anymore, unfortunately. So they're not playing for anything, and that kind of takes it away a little bit. But I'm hoping Khalil Mack, come out one big game at the end, maybe, knock Mahomes around a little bit. But no, Kansas City's going to pull this one off.
Yep.
They're going to win that one too. That's a hands down.
All right, the game of the week, Monday night. The Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings.
This is going to be interesting.
Minnesota is a 5.5 point favorite, and the over.
Really?
Yep.
It's in Minnesota, right?
It's in Minnesota.
Yep.
Now, there is a stat somewhere out there that Cousins, something about him in primetime games, if I'm not mistaken.
He stinks.
Yeah.
I've heard that. I've watched it.
Hey, you know what? He's the GOAT when it comes to contracts. Let's put it that way.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you on that one. I am with you on that one.
Yeah, and the G in GOAT stands for guaranteed. That's what all his contract's about.
This one's tough, man. I think this might be the most watched Monday night game in recent memory. Just the implications in this game. Now, does anyone know? Now, if the Vikings win, do they go into first place? Or do it's the Packers?
You mean in the division?
In the division, yes.
I think they do. Yes, I think they take over the division. I'll double check in a second.
The Packers are 4-0 in the division. The Vikings are 2-2. So did the Vikings beat Green Bay already?
Green Bay won the first matchup.
Oh no! So if the Vikings win, the Packers should be able to still take the division because they're 4-0 right now in that division.
Yeah, let's see.
Go by division wins, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go through it. Yeah,
the Packers beat the Vikings. The Packers beat the Vikings early on in the season. So the Packers still hold the tiebreaker.
Yeah, they would still hold the tiebreaker regardless of the win. So
because the division wins.
Yeah, but I think if Green Bay wins, they clinch the division. So, this is a tough one, man. This is one that I've tossed around a while. So I'm gonna pull Minnesota in this one. I think Dalvin Cook is gonna do what you think McCaffrey's gonna do, and I think Dalvin Cook's gonna be all over the field.
You think he's playing?
I think Dalvin Cook is out.
Is he out?
They're saying he might not play.
Oh, that changes things.
They're debating if he should play or not. They're saying some people says he might, some people says he might not, or if it's even worth playing.
The way he walked off that field,
see,
like he had a heart attack. I don't know.
This is what the knock was about. This is why Dalvin Cook didn't go in the first round, right? Because they did say he couldn't stay healthy for a college season. So,
you're right. That's why I don't pick him up in fantasy either.
If Dalvin Cook, I mean, this is a bad week for Dalvin Cook to go down if you're a fantasy owner. Then, Dalvin Cook's not playing. I'm going to go off the notion that he's not playing. I'm gonna go with Green Bay, man. That was the Vikings wild card right there. Was Dalvin Cook? He could change the game. So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I'm going with Green Bay. Reason being, Minnesota defense has been playing like garbage. I don't know what happened to Rhodes. He's been getting beat left and right, pass interference left and right.
It's because all roads are open now.
Oh man, that's a good one. I like that. But I like Rodgers against Minnesota defense because Rodgers make things happen, man. So I have to go with Rodgers. And Aaron Jones been doing quite well the past 2 games, man. How I know, because he's on my fantasy too.
So, you know who's on my fantasy team?
Hey, man.
Is the Vikings defense.
You got to switch them out.
They put up 20 points for me last week and got me a win.
Yeah, so I don't know where you came with that garbage.
It wasn't playing Rodgers. It wasn't playing Rodgers.
No, that's true. They played Rivers.
Exactly. Mr. Turnover King. Yeah, him too.
If I'm not mistaken, Jameis is the turnover king.
Well, that's true.
Second to turnover
Jameis is.
Jameis had the most turnovers in 5 years.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, the runner-up.
Put some respect on his name.
Turnover Prince, man.
This one's a tough one. You're right. It's going to be real
Cook's
close.
Playing, it's going the other way, in my opinion.
I don't think Dalvin Cook's playing. Even if he was playing, he's not healthy enough to even probably finish the whole game. He's not playing.
Minnesota's backup is not bad, though.
The backup is hurt, too.
Oh, Madison is hurt.
Madison hurt, too. They got Boone.
Yeah, they got, Madison might play. That one's legitimate.
He still hurts, too.
Well, yeah. Everybody's hurt this time of year.
Yeah, everybody's hurt.
But they still have that wide receiving core. You know, they still have Kyle Rudolph, and I don't know, man.
They got Thielen back. So
Thielen, Diggs. They got such a good offense. I'm gonna go Minnesota. I hate to say it, but when it comes down to it, okay, the offenses are similar. All right, no running game right now because Cook's out. Aaron Jones is okay, but he's catching it more than he's running it. But defensive-wise, you trust the defense of the Packers more than the Vikings?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Can you name 3 Packers defensive players?
No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't.
That's a trivia question. I'll give you that.
I can't.
That defense is not the same. And, I'm going to pick Minnesota in this one.
Oh, so 2
God
against
God
1.
help me.
I like that. I'm going to just say I told y'all so. Okay. Y'all picking Cousins over Rodgers.
See, that's the hard part. I don't see it that way. I'm picking Minnesota's defense over the Packers' defense. That's how I see it.
I said if Dalvin Cook plays, that's the difference. He's the X factor.
You have Aaron Jones, and you have the Williams kid, the other running back.
Yeah, we're not worried about that. Minnesota's got a good defense.
But Aaron Rodgers has no receivers. He's got Devontae, and that's it.
Aaron Rodgers can throw to anybody. I can get on the field. He can throw to me too.
No.
That man has
Rodgers
with that ball, man.
Rodgers is not the same this year.
See, the Saints, or not Saints, the Minnesota Vikings, their safeties are like hitmen out there. I don't know if you've watched the Vikings.
Smith. Yeah, Smith is a beast. You're right, but they're playing like garbage.
They take heads and ask questions later.
What's their passing rank right now?
What does it matter about passing rank? They hurt people.
What's their passing defense right now? They're going against Rodgers, so you got to have a good passing defense.
You act like Rodgers is actually good.
Oh man, I'm gonna just say I told you so. So you stuck with Minnesota, okay? You stuck with Minnesota.
I'm gonna stick with Minnesota, and you know what? Minnesota by 10. How about that?
What's they supposed to win by? What they winning by?
They're gonna win by a touchdown and a field goal.
No, what's the line? What's the line right
5.5.
And you saying 10? So you gonna give me 10? So you gonna give me 10?
I'm saying the real Rodgers is gonna show up and he's gonna throw 2 picks.
Listen, you gonna give me 10 points with Rodgers? You want to do that?
No, I'm not giving you points. I'm saying they're going to win by 10. I'm not giving you any kind of points.
Why not?
Why should I give you points?
If Minnesota win by 10.
This is Aaron Rodgers, right? This is Aaron Rodgers, right? Why
you
do I
say
gotta
Minnesota by 10?
Yeah, I'm saying they're going to score 10 more points than Green Bay by the end of the game. I'm not giving you 10 points.
You might as well. You say Minnesota by 10, you might as well give me
Yeah.
Green Bay at 10 points. Give me Green Bay at 10 points for breakfast.
And 10 points?
No. We can, no. That is
Minnesota's the 13th ranked defense passing.
There you go.
Now you're moonwalking. Now you're moonwalking. You said Minnesota by 10.
I'm saying
you take Green Bay.
You want me to give you 10 points. I'm just saying Minnesota by 10. Yeah, but you're wanting me to double the line. You're wanting me to double the line.
No, Minnesota's going to win by 10 points.
No one betting in their career would take that bet.
They're not going to win by 10 points. It's going to be close.
I'm doing that.
Rodgers wouldn't let them win by 10 points.
And plus, this is just to get under the other Christopher. Not Anthony Christopher. Adam.
Oh, the Vikings Christopher.
Oh, Adam.
No.
Okay.
Chris is a Vikings fan. He'll appreciate that I said the Vikings are going to win by 10. Now, if the Vikings lose, I'm in trouble.
Yes, you are.
You need to go talk to him.
He's going to blame me, but whatever.
And you will hear about it from me.
You know what? All I got to say is Gary Anderson. We're good.
Gary Anderson. Okay. Yeah. All right. All I'm saying, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers with the game on the line, with the playoffs on the line. Aaron Rodgers all day.
Well, that's the problem. The playoffs aren't on the line.
But that's it right there.
Well,
Rodgers is in.
Yeah, they clinched it.
Rodgers has only won the Super Bowl that's championship of the playoffs, right? He's only won it one time, so when the playoffs are on, he does not win.
Yeah, he can't win when the big. You're talking about Kirk Cousins not winning in prime time. Rodgers ain't winning no games to get to the Super Bowl either.
At the end of the day, I'm taking Rodgers over Cousins.
It's just like when we talked about Breeze, right? Breeze don't win in the playoffs either. There's only one quarterback out there that we know wins in the playoffs.
Man, listen,
that's right.
Every time it's a whole new year, 0-0 when it comes to playoff time, and things can switch. A new chapter is written.
Rodgers disappears. He disappears.
0-0. You got to play at the other team's home field. That makes a difference.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to play an extra game.
You should know a lot about that.
When was the last time the Patriots played a road game in the playoffs?
You know, there was a funny statistic. It was we played a road game last year against Kansas City. We beat them in the AFC Championship in Kansas City.
Oh, that's right. You guys cheated.
Barely.
So let's throw that out there. But one of the fun stats is the past. I think it's like the past 10 years. There's 3 teams that have not played in a wild card round weekend, and I think it's the Bucs, the Lions, and the Patriots.
Yeah.
And that's because we skipped the first round every single year.
Yeah.
So you dang right I know about all that. It makes a difference.
Well, listen, man. Like I say, every year is a new year, and when the playoffs come, it's a whole different level, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but the quarterback that you are trying to sell us on disappears when the spotlight's on.
So you trying to sell? So you trying to buy Kirk Cousins?
I'm not buying.
No, I'm buying the defense.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anything. Last time I checked, quarterbacks don't go face off against each other. As much as we like to say, Kirk Cousins versus Rodgers, it's Rodgers versus the Vikings defense.
Or Brady versus Eli.
Yeah. And I got.
You have your chance. You got one
Minnesota defense. I got Rodgers over Minnesota defense.
Okay, and we call you wrong.
No, okay. I'm gonna call y'all. Y'all be right by y'all telephone. I'm gonna call y'all.
Minnesota by 10. We'll leave it at that. All right, moving on. Pro Bowl. Big takeaway with the Pro Bowl.
Oh, the Pro Bowl.
What we got?
What a catastrophe this is turning out to be.
Come on, man. Just name the players. Don't.
I think the Ravens got 53 players in the Pro Bowl.
53. The whole roster.
So
even the practice squad made it. I heard.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Let me see. I got it right here. So I'm just gonna name off the Pro Bowlers, and you tell me if you agree or if you'd replace one of them, and we'll just go pretty quick off of that and see. I'll see where we stand. Sound good?
All right. You going by position, or are you just going down the list?
I'm going by position. So I'm gonna start off in the AFC. So the wide receivers that got put in: DeAndre Hopkins of Houston, Keenan Allen of the Chargers,
okay,
Jarvis Landry of the Browns,
nope,
and Tyreek Hill of the Chiefs.
All right, so I heard breaks. I'll go first, Toby, and then I'll give you the floor. All right. All right. Jarvis Landry shouldn't be in. I mean, I feel that there's other receivers out there that had better years in the AFC.
Okay.
Tyreek Hill, though, that one's. Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive player.
He was hurt for a little while.
That's where I'm
hurt for a lot while. A lot while.
So it's tough. But all right, so if you are you keep him or take him out. But if you take him out, who are you going to put in place?
Okay, who I got for
Julian Edelman.
For who? Okay. Landry?
Yeah. Julian Edelman, I mean, he's got 90-something receptions this year.
92.
Over 1,000.
92.
Yeah, but who's counting? Right? Wow. Over 1,000 yards receiving.
And Jarvis Landry is 76.
Yeah. No. Give me Julian. Give me JE11 all day.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Okay. What about you, Toby?
I would take out Landry, and I will put in Hollywood Brown.
Ooh.
For Baltimore.
You don't think they have enough?
You don't think they have enough Pro Bowlers, Toby?
Nah, not in the AFC. Nah.
Just give me their fifth string receiver.
Jesus Christ, they've got 12 already, man.
I will put in Hollywood.
Just send them to the Pro Bowl.
Hollywood Brown will be.
Yeah, how about we just do?
Just
NFL
send the Ravens to the Pro Bowl.
Hey, they're gonna be in the Super Bowl, so why not?
Oh, I can't wait to hear that.
That's my Super Bowl pick already. That's one.
I can't wait to rub that through.
Another day for another
I
day.
can't
wait.
Yeah,
that's another conversation. Oh, the playoffs is going to be a whole different animal. I can't wait. But yeah, no, I agree with Devin. Landry's out. Julian Edelman's in. That's not even a question. That's a travesty. But other than that, the other three are pretty solid. I'll go with those. So, all right,
let's go.
Offensive tackle: Ronnie Stanley for the Ravens, Laramie Tunsil for the Texans, and Trent Brown for the Raiders.
I'm good with those.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the linemen, man, but hey,
those are just tackles, right? Those are
offensive tackles. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't. The thing about offensive tackles and guards and centers is if you don't hear their name, you won't get to know them because they're doing their job.
That's right. Yeah, the less you hear of them, the better. That's very true.
Yeah. Let's move it on. Next one.
Except if you're Laramie Tunsil, you hear about him a lot in the news.
I heard all of that.
Yeah, you hear him more off the field.
Yeah, that's off the field stuff.
Yeah.
And that's a gas mask, dude.
Yeah. The gas mask.
That was when I believe it was his stepdad put that on, and his draft stock went.
Yeah, that was it. All right. Offensive guards. You got Marshall Yanda for the Ravens, Quentin Nelson for the Colts, and David Castro for the Steelers.
Quentin Nelson, bro.
Okay.
Is a nasty offensive lineman.
Best in the league.
Yeah.
Best in the league.
Definitely. I'll agree with you on that one. So I like the list.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, that's a pretty beastly list. The Castro, that's tough. I agree with him, but a notable mention. Joe Thuney's had a great year. He's our one bright spot on the line, man. And I hate to sound biased, but he's notable mention for me. But I'll stick with those three for now. They did a pretty good job on those. Center, Marquise Pouncey of the Steelers and Rodney Hudson for the Raiders.
Now, did Pouncey get in? All right, because he decided to start kicking Myles Garrett in the head.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a bonus.
I don't, like I said, don't know.
Offensive lineman.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, that'll work.
As an offensive lineman myself, I'll say those are solid too. So I'll give you the insight on those. Tight end, here you go. You guys know these. Travis Kelce for the Chiefs and Mark Andrews for the Ravens.
Absolutely, 100%, everything right there. They did good this year.
All right. So Mark
Devin's
Andrews
thinking something.
Mark Andrews is good. All right, and I'll give him that. He's a touchdown hog, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's why he got in, because he's just scoring the touchdowns. That's why people know his name. I personally think in the AFC, I don't see any other tight end that I can think of off the top of my head. Just put Gronk in there. Screw it.
So I gotta say, Mark Andrews has to come out as good as he is. That whole offense is tight ends. So, I mean, it's not like he's the only one in there. But no, Waller in Oakland, man, he's
oh
their
yeah, I
bright
forgot
spot.
about Waller.
Oh, that's a good one.
Waller in Oakland is definitely had a good year and
nice.
helped them stay where they're at. So I would put him in there before I put Andrews in there. But other than that,
I tell you that he's on my fantasy too. He's been doing me very well this year. All my fantasies. I knew him during preseason. I said I gotta have him in every one of my fantasies. But I agree with that. But he still might get in as a reserve due to playoff contention. So those two might, end up battling out for the Super Bowl. So, one of them gonna be out and Waller's gonna be in.
I hate honorable mentions. I don't want to hear that. That's what got Vince Young in a Pro Bowl. So I'll stick with the originals. All right, quarterbacks. This is pretty easy. Lamar Jackson of Baltimore. Mahomes, the Chiefs.
Check.
Deshaun Watson, the Texans.
And check.
Lamar Miller, really? No.
Did I say Lamar Miller or did I say Lamar Jackson?
I don't know. Is it Lamar Miller?
You said Jackson.
I said Jackson. Okay. You're just coming up with Houston's running back. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I always say, whenever I'm talking about Lamar Jackson, I always say Lamar Miller. But no, they're good. They're good.
I will say a notable mention on this one. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but man, when you plug this kid in and he's 6-1, Ryan Tannehill should definitely get some mention.
No, sir. He didn't even start the season. No,
you sit down. Just sit down.
No, sir.
All right. I'll let it go.
Biggie, those quarterbacks you just mentioned are all MVP honorables.
Right, you know what, Biggie? I was going to buy you your 20 spicy wings. Now I'm not.
Tannehill.
So let's say this though. You said it yourself. Baltimore, Kansas City. One of those two most likely will go to the Super Bowl. So one of these quarterbacks has to come out. Who are you putting in?
AFC. Let me see. Hold on, I ain't done yet.
I searched through the whole AFC and
Philip Rivers will get in.
Rivers, yep.
Philip Rivers. You think Rivers over Tannehill?
He'll get in by name, man. That's
just not fair.
Of course,
you want to cry about it, or you just want to? It's the system.
That's not fair at all.
Philip Rivers over Tannehill.
I love Rivers. He's done me great in fantasy football before, but.
Well, no, wait. What about Tom Brady though? If you're saying the Chiefs and Ravens if they make it.
Well, they're not. No, if they make it, yeah, Brady might make it too. You're right. We'll see.
That's a big
no, I wouldn't put Brady in over Tannehill this season.
I would not put Tannehill in there.
Over Brady?
No, Brady. I mean, yeah.
See, that's what I'm not being biased. You know what? I'm honest. Brady does not deserve to win it this year.
Screw it. We're going with we're putting in Sam Darnold.
Oh, all right. No, Brady's in.
Yeah.
I'm not putting the Pac-Man in there.
Wait, no. What about Josh Allen though?
Oh yeah, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's another one. That's true too.
Yeah,
he's a solid one that's been okay. Him and Brady would probably fight it out for one of those spots, but I don't know. Nonetheless, the three that are in there are staying in there. Running backs: Nick Chubb of Cleveland, Derrick Henry of the Titans,
leading rusher,
Mark Ingram of the Ravens.
Leading rusher. And that's 1, 2, 3, first, second, and third leading rushers right there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's good with me.
Yeah, that's good.
You can't go wrong there. Yeah, no, you can't go wrong.
Ravens got somebody in every single category.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
A little biased.
Patrick Ricard of the Baltimore Ravens has their fullback as well, apparently. The one
Okay.
fullback on the roster.
I didn't know that fullback position was still around.
Yeah, the Ravens kept it in there.
I didn't know who he was, so.
Yeah.
All right, defensive side of the ball. Defensive end, they got Joey Bosa of the Chargers, Frank Clark of the Chiefs, and Calais Campbell of the Jaguars.
Okay, should be on a side note here that defensive end is not Von Miller plays outside linebacker.
Yeah.
That's why he's not on that list. I'm cool with the list. I think all three of them are excellent players. So, just sucks for Calais Campbell. He plays on such a horrible team. So, next.
Hey, let me ask you something. Ain't the other Bosa kid for Pittsburgh, ain't he doing pretty good too?
No, that's Watt. Watt's in Pittsburgh.
Oh, Watt. I mean, yeah, Watt.
Bosa's
Watt,
in San Francisco.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Watt.
just
Say Watt.
Watt's an outside linebacker.
Yeah,
He's a linebacker too.
Oh, he's an outside linebacker?
Yeah, 3-4 defensive ends. The guys that you hear their name are typically outside linebackers. So.
Oh, they be cheating then, because they be on the line. Okay.
It's a shame because I think Frank Clark would easily be off this list if Myles Garrett didn't throw his dang helmet. But nonetheless.
True.
Myles Garrett doesn't hit him over the head.
What happened with that one?
As a matter of fact, even after hitting him in the head, I'd still put Myles Garrett on this list. But that's neither here nor there. All right, inside linebackers. Inside linemen, I'm sorry, defensive tackles. You got Cameron Hayward of the Steelers, Chris Jones of the Chiefs, Geno Atkins of the Bengals.
Oh.
Check.
Devin's in check. Toby?
I gotta study that. The Chiefs got these linemen and Chiefs got these linebackers. Why do they defense suck?
Yeah, but the Patriots defense is one of the best, and they have like 2 guys on there.
Yeah, you guys didn't play anybody. That's why.
Oh my God. Yeah, the Chiefs played a lot of talent.
Their defense is good. I gotta give it to the Patriots defense. But
can we just call the Pro Bowl what it is? A popularity contest.
Yeah, it's becoming that.
Yeah,
or
fan favorite.
It looks better on your resume if you got an All Pro over a Pro Bowl.
Fan favorites. That's what they are. That's what their picks are. So, well, I'll go with it. Check.
Yeah, no, I think Geno Atkins comes off, and a team who's not getting a lot of love, actually, I'm a little disappointed in, is Buffalo's defense. And,
that's right, man.
They got Jordan Phillips.
They got studs everywhere on that team.
Bro, He's a dominant force on the inside, man.
They're loaded on that defensive line.
Yeah, Jordan Phillips is a stud in there, so I think I'd have to put him in part of.
They drafted
Geno Atkins.
They drafted that kid Houston last year. Buffalo did. What was the kid's name? He dropped for whatever character reason, but Buffalo's got.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I forgot his name,
he's had a solid season too. He's been tearing it up a little bit as well. That defense is all around a great defense, and they were snubbed a little bit. But anyway, I'll keep going. Sorry.
That's why they're gonna play angry next week.
Yeah,
I mean, this
week
they're gonna play angry.
I'm scared of that game. I really am.
Yes, sir.
That's not gonna be an easy game. Outside linebacker, you got Von Miller of the Broncos, T.J. Watt, like Toby said, of the Steelers.
Yeah, there you go.
Matt Judon of the Ravens.
I don't know who the Ravens dude is, but the other two I know.
Von Miller been quiet this year, man. He just got in because of his name. He been real quiet this year.
Thank you. That's what I've been saying.
He been real quiet this year, man.
Von Miller did not deserve to go to this Pro Bowl.
No.
T.J. Watt. Anytime I turn on the Steelers game, T.J. Watt's like all over the place.
Yes, he deserves it for sure.
Hey, man. Clowney had a good year. Why he's not even in here?
He's on the NFC now.
Oh,
he got traded to Seattle.
Right. I still see him in the Houston helmet. Okay, my bad. Never mind. Disregard. Make sure you edit that.
I can't edit it if you say make sure you edit that.
Outside linebacker.
Do it anyway.
Von Miller's got to come out. And, man, I hate to be biased again. It sounds bad, but Jamie Collins, he's the comeback player of the year. Jamie Collins.
That's what I said, Devin.
Oh, come on.
Never heard
of him. He played in Cleveland last year. He was terrible. He came back to us, and he has like 4 picks this season already, and he's played really strong on the line. But
of course he has 4 picks. They're probably all against Sam Darnold or Ryan Fitzpatrick or Josh Rosen. Come on now.
I've got at least 3
I've never heard of
Patriots
her.
that
Okay,
3 to 4 Patriots that belong on this list. But nonetheless, I'm trying not to be biased, so I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, let's go to
Tell it like
the
NFC
comes. All right, because
inside linebacker. Inside linebackers is legit. Darius Leonard of the Colts.
Oh, yeah.
He's the best linebacker in almost all of football.
Here's the big.
Yes, he is.
And then Dante Hightower of the Patriots is there.
Yeah.
I like that.
Those two are solid. Hightower, thanks. Everybody's good with that?
Yeah, we're good. Let's go.
Right.
Check.
Quarterback, Stephon Gilmore. That's easy. Tre'Davious White of the Bills. He got some love. He deserves it. Marcus Peters of the Ravens and Marlon Humphrey of the Ravens. I think Devin's got something to say on this one.
You can't have both of them. I don't think Marcus Peters deserves to be on there. I don't know who you would put in place of that, but I don't think Marcus Peters is the guy. I think he's just, he came in middle of the year.
Yeah, I agree. He had a crummy year in LA when he first started.
Yeah, I mean, Mike, he's still thinking Mike Evans got some touchdowns over him. I think that's what got him traded is that game against Tampa, week 3.
A good friend of ours actually brought up this player because he's a hometown pick for him because he's a Titans fan, and we all know who that is.
Please don't say
Jason. It. Yeah, but he's
don't
right.
Say the player.
I looked up the statistics. It's not Malcolm Butler.
Okay, thank God.
It's another Patriot. Logan Ryan for the Titans. He's leading. He's got 4 picks. He's got 3 forced fumbles.
Isn't he a safety?
No, he's a corner, and he's one of the top tacklers on his defense. So I mean, he's had a stellar year. I think I'd put him in before one of the Ravens, but
yeah.
But either way, I don't know, Toby, what do you got?
I don't know, man. I'm cool with these picks, man. AFC, I ain't too much on AFC, but I'm cool with it. So we can move on. I can't wait to go to NFC.
The NFC.
We're on to the NFC.
We got safeties left. We got free safeties, Minkah Fitzpatrick and Earl Thomas, and strong safeties, Jamal Adams.
Check.
I like the Fitzpatrick, the Mensa Fitzpatrick pick. He did. So when he got traded, he started balling.
He's a monster.
All 3 of those safeties are ballers. So
Earl Thomas does not belong on this list. I'll say it now. Devin McCourty belongs on this list. And it's a travesty he's not on this list.
And you say you try to
tell everyone
that you're biased. That you're not biased.
5 interceptions. What do you want me to do?
Did you get? It's easy for you to have 5 interceptions when your team is up all the time.
I'll say this. Earl Thomas is a great player, and if he does go on there and Devin McCourty doesn't, I can't complain. But McCourty's an honorable mention. That's all I'm saying. I'll let it go.
There's nothing honorable about the Patriots, okay? Let's just leave it at
Justin Tucker made the kicker. Brett Kern made the punter for the Titans. Mecole Hardman for Kansas City made the return specialist. And Matt Slater of the Patriots is the special teamer.
You forgot the long snapper.
And the long snapper is Morgan Cox of the Ravens. Like the Ravens need another person on that.
Sure. They always did.
They all sound legit, yeah. All right, Toby's wheelhouse, NFC.
Ooh.
Wide receivers.
Yes, sir.
Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin.
The NFC South wide receivers. That is awesome.
That's literally one division.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I would not dispute that
I see them all. So I am good with them all.
I'm good with it too. I really, to be honest, man, I don't see no other NFC receivers topping any one of those.
You don't think DJ Moore, huh?
Nope.
DJ Moore's got 1,100 receiving yards with a backup quarterback.
How many touchdowns?
But he's got a backup quarterback.
But how many touchdowns?
Not as many.
Exactly. Look, you got 2 of the same. Look at what the Bucs doing. You got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
Those 4 are hard to beat. You're right. Those 4 are hard to beat. But DJ Moore is close.
He had a good season. Yes, he did. He's on my fantasy too, and he had a good season. So
that's that NFC stout.
Yeah, buddy.
My specialty, offensive tackle. So I'll name those off. Bakhtiari of the Packers, Tyron Smith of the Cowboys, and Devin, who hates this guy. Teron Armstead of the New Orleans Saints.
Hey, hasn't Tyron Smith been hurt half the season?
Move it on.
Hasn't Tyron Smith been hurt half the season, though?
Smith got hurt part of the season, yeah, but Armstead made the Pro Bowl. Devin, what do you think about that?
Oh, my God. No, you started on this dude.
Before the show, just want to point this out. Devin definitely said Armstead is hot garbage.
Yes, very, very
garbage. Hot as in burning garbage.
He applied to garbage. Hot garbage.
Oh man. So, but he's in the Pro Bowl. So,
of course he's in the Pro Bowl. They don't know.
It's a popularity contest.
Fan,
You're right.
The average fan doesn't know who freaking is the offensive lineman for anything. They're like, oh, well, he plays for the Saints.
I agree with you. I think Armstead's overrated. So there you go. But offensive guard, you got Zach Martin of the Cowboys. Obviously, he's great. Brandon Brooks of the Eagles is awesome. He deserves it. Brandon Sheriff of the Redskins. He's had a good season. And then the centers, they have Jason Kelsey of the Eagles and Travis Frederick of the Cowboys. Both deserving as well.
The only one I would say take out is Brandon Sheriff. I think this is me being biased, of course.
Okay. I like it.
I think Ali Marpet is one hell of an offensive lineman.
Okay.
I don't think he gets the love because of how bad the team plays, but Brandon Sheriff, I don't know if he has been here before or not. But I think Ali Marpet should at least get some love.
I love getting love for the lineman out of you. That's good. That's good.
I know my team. That's what I know. I just know
on
Sundays I don't
Panther
hear.
Lineman?
I don't know. Yeah, how about that tackle that led up 7 sacks to Shaq Barrett? Let's put him in there. He's better than Armstead.
Oh. I know one offensive tackle doesn't belong in there, and that's Nate Solder for the New York Giants. Just in case anybody's listening.
You know he's gonna listen.
Worst offensive lineman ever. That's funny.
All right. In the first round.
We did, and we made him look good for a little while, and then somebody paid him a whole bunch of money to suck. So that worked out. Anyway. Tight ends. This is easy, obviously. George Kittle and Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys can disagree with those.
Nope.
Quarterbacks. So this one's interesting. Got Russell Wilson of the Seahawks, Drew Brees of the Saints, and Aaron Rodgers of the Packers. Keep them or replace them.
Let me look.
Here's
my problem. Okay. So Jameis Winston has 2 receivers that made the Pro Bowl. Granted, I know he throws a lot of interceptions, but nothing. Russell Wilson, Drew Brees, and Aaron Rodgers are all good, though. That's why. I know.
Okay.
Bias.
Toby?
Bias. Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. That is Toby for you.
He fell asleep.
I think he fell asleep. You know, Toby, you got the mute button. You hit the mute button.
He crazy. Matt Ryan. I'm studying, man. I'm studying things. I'm looking at Matt Ryan. No.
Don't look at Matt Ryan.
Carson Wentz. No.
No. Pro Bowlers.
Cousins. No.
He's trying to find one to replace.
You're getting closer. You're in the right division. You
know what? I have to go with Devin on this one. If anybody, I would say Jameis Winston because of all the yards and touchdowns he threw on. But I'm cool with this list.
I'm cool with
he could be a reserve.
One of these quarterbacks make the Super Bowl, I think Jameis Winston gets in.
Yeah, honorable mention. There you go.
Yeah.
Man, first off, Winston isn't even the next one up, even though Winston belongs in there or close to it. But Aaron Rodgers is getting in on his name, and that's not fair. He's thrown 24 touchdowns and 3,300 yards and only 2 picks, which is great. You know, he's being conservative and being good with the ball. But Dak Prescott has 3 more touchdowns and 1,100 more yards. 1,100. Yeah. How is Dak Prescott not in this Pro Bowl?
How is Jameis Winston not on this list when he's thrown for more yards?
Because he's also thrown 22 more interceptions than Aaron Rodgers.
That's expected by Jameis, though. Jameis is expected to throw picks.
Okay, and Kirk Cousins expected him not to play that well, so we're supposed to put him in the Pro Bowl when he plays a little bit above average? Expectations mean nothing.
Yeah, I would take Dak before.
The only expectation we have with Kirk Cousins is that we want him to sign our next contract or negotiate our next contract. That's the only expectation we have.
Whoever got him his contract, yeah.
So you telling me he's going to be franchised? You going to say
Prescott
Jameis is going to be franchised?
Oh, Jameis.
Jameis will be re-signed.
Or franchise. I say he'll be franchised.
He'll be re-signed.
He'll be re-signed. He deserves a contract. Even though he makes a lot of mistakes, he still holds that offense going.
So y'all coach really loves
Would they rather pay Jameis Winston 25 million over the next 5 years, or pay Jameis Winston $40 million?
Listen, they don't want to be tied down to him. So I say Kirk Cousins set a trend. Kirk Cousins set a trend, man.
No, he didn't. Because he's not going to get guaranteed money like that because the Bucs don't give out guaranteed money. If you look at any of the Bucs contracts over the last 10 years, they front load it all. They give them a big signing bonus, and then their contracts are year to year. So that's how their contracts are.
I don't even know why I'm talking to you about this, because y'all gonna sign Cam Newton. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sign Cam Newton. we're gonna meet the face of the franchise. We're gonna do the damn thing.
That's true. Go. Winston needs a backup.
Just give me Trash Binsky.
Winston needs a backup. Cam, come on. Come to Tampa.
Y'all gonna be singing another new tune when he signs. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
You know what? You're right. He is coming to Tampa to play for the Vipers.
Yeah, he's playing. Oh, that hurt. XFL bounce.
You didn't say he was coming to the Bucs. You just said he's coming to Tampa.
Cam's ready to play in February.
And win to the Bucs.
All right, so quarterbacks we've discussed. All right, running backs: Dalvin Cook of the Vikings, Christian McCaffrey of the Panthers, Zeke Elliott of the Cowboys.
All right, so I'm good with this list, but I still feel that they should say San Francisco running backs on there somewheres.
Like a group?
Just a group, because as a group they excelled. They were really good.
Okay.
But it's an individual thing, so yeah.
So SF unit, got it.
Yeah.
I can dig
Toby,
it.
what do you think? You good with that?
I can dig it. Yeah, I'm pretty good with that. I don't see nobody else doing the things that these guys doing, so I can rock with it.
Well, Saquon Barkley, the next Barry Sanders, is in
he was a letdown. He hurt me in the fantasy league, man.
Yes, he was.
Those Giants are terrible. I mean, terrible. All around. Giants are just, ugh. How they won a game this season is beyond me, but that's neither here nor there.
He won 3 of them.
Don't remind me.
Oh, man. Oh, that's right. Daniel Jones shocked the world. That's because you didn't have any tape on him. That's all right. Come see us. We have plenty of tape on him.
I know.
So running backs. No, running backs are good. The only one snub I think of is maybe Todd Gurley. He got snubbed a little bit.
No, I don't know, man. He didn't do the same thing.
Completely sarcastic. Calm down.
Yeah, okay. Because he
completely sarcastic.
Nowhere near what these guys doing.
No, Gurley let me down too. He's terrible this year. Fullback. Oh, the fullback is kind of like your pick, Devin. It's the San Francisco fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. So he's the
reason why the running backs are so good.
Exactly. He's the running back unit representative. That's good. So good pick on that one. All right, defense. NFC defense, Cameron Jordan of the Saints, Nick Bosa of the 49ers, who's a beast, and Danielle Hunter of the Vikings.
Check.
Yeah, you guys don't know much about defensive line, do you?
I know all these defensive linemen. And
do you?
Yeah. Cameron Jordan, I hate with a passion.
So why do you replace him?
Because he's actually a good player. I just hate that he runs his mouth about my team.
He does run his mouth a lot.
Yeah, he runs his mouth. Nick Bosa for a rookie, hell of a player. Daniel Hunter, doing his thing in Minnesota. I know all three of them. I think they're both. Hunter's a difference maker in Minnesota, so I'm cool with it.
All right, give the big men some love. I like it. Toby,
let's go. Yeah, I'm with it. I don't know too much about it. I get confused, man. You got linemen down there.
There is one guy on here that's.
I'm just confused.
One guy from Carolina, Brent Burns, I think it is, or something. The defensive end rookie from Florida State. You guys got. He had a good year, but he didn't make enough splash plays to get on there.
Yeah, he was close. I watched him.
Yeah, he's a star in the making. So
he need to be like y'all boy number 58. That man came out of nowhere.
Oh, Barrett?
But he's a linebacker, right?
He's outside linebacker.
He's like
see, I'm confused. They got him linebackers lined up.
What is it? The official position is DE or defensive end / offensive outside linebacker.
It's really just whatever system you're participating in. Really, if you're a 4-3 or 3-4, that's why it confuses some people, which I don't blame you.
Yeah, got me all confused.
Defensive tackle. You got Aaron Donald of the Rams, Fletcher Cox of the Eagles, and Grady Jarrett of the Falcons.
I think Fletcher Cox could be replaced. He's been real. I haven't heard too much.
Grady Jarrett. Replace Grady Jarrett.
With?
Put Maui. If anyone needs me to explain who Maui is.
Vita Vea?
Vita Vea.
Oh, yeah.
Vita Vea had a breakout year. The boys triple team every time. Hey, that's why Zach Barrett is going to be on the next list of names you announced.
I replace Fletcher Cox with McCoy. I replace Fletcher Cox with McCoy.
No. Oh.
Yes.
No. McCoy makes Tampa's sloppy seconds. Yeah, that's cute.
McCoy makes five plays a season. 5 plays a season. Nope.
No. Yes, I would.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
With y'all no more.
I said that when he was with us too. I'll take Armstead over McCoy.
Come on, man. The man had taken on all types of double team. When he was guarding singly, he was doing his thing, man.
Ali Marpet shut him down.
Oh, a lot of homage up in here.
What?
Boo. A lot of homers up in here.
This is NFC. This is our
real
house.
I'm not one to talk. I was home with you, so. All right.
Boo.
Outside linebackers. Chandler Jones of the Cardinals. Khalil Mack of the Bears, obviously he deserves it, and Shaquille Barrett of the Bucks. Breakout year.
I like all that.
You know what made Shaquille Barrett, or what we call him as Sack Barrett, is when he destroyed the Carolina Panthers with 7 sacks.
He did. He had a big look.
He jumped out of the screen.
You know what his breakout moment was? When he sacked Cam and then he did the Superman.
Somebody rubbing it in over there.
Oh, next.
Yeah, next.
Oh, check. Next.
I don't hear your cannons anymore, Toby.
Oh,
wait, on a side note, before we go any further, I used to be a season ticket holder for the Bucks, and I used to bring Toby to the Carolina game. And one year he got me in major trouble because when the Panthers scored, Toby does his own cannons. And so what happened is they would score, and he'd be like, boom, 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 right? The lady next to me on the next aisle over, she says, "Do you really have to do that?" Right? And Toby's like, "Yeah, hold this thought," and then he did it again, and then she called,
boom, put an extra point.
Called the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they told me that I got a complaint against me. Thanks, Toby.
Wow.
Hey, but what did they say?
It's not like he was cursing at her or anything. What the heck?
Yeah,
no, they was happy. They was like, "Ma'am, did he did anything to you? Is any disrespectful?" No, so they didn't do nothing to it. He was just cheering his team on, man.
The Bucks just let me know that someone complained about me and to not be as loud
at a game.
Don't be loud and passionate at a game. And I was like, okay. So
please complain about me the next time I go to a Bucks game. I beg you.
Well,
but then again, every other section had Patriots fans in it, so it's kind of mute.
Yeah.
Wow. It was bad.
Bucks fans only go when they're
winning. It was bad. Like the whole section I was in was all Patriots fans.
Man. Okay.
All right, back on track. Let's see. Oh, where to go?
Linebacker inside.
Inside linebackers: Bobby Wagner of the Seahawks, Luke Kuechly of the Panthers.
You could take Bobby Wagner out and put in Levante David.
Levante's outside.
Actually, Levante David is inside linebacker because he plays in a 3-4.
That's not fair. He's traditionally an outside linebacker.
None of it's fair, bro. None of it. You got Khalil Mack on the defense.
Khalil Mack, Barrett, and Chandler Jones are not linebackers.
They should be defensive ends.
You're right. The system they play in's legit. So, Lavonte David is a middle linebacker and still not better than Bobby Wagner. So we're going to leave that at that.
See, Lavonte David actually makes splash plays, though.
Bobby Wagner is a tackling machine.
So was
I don't care what anybody says. And one of the only 99s in Madden this season, by the way. Madden.
Oh, man. He's a 99?
Yeah, only one of 3.
Wow. No, on a serious though, no, Bobby Wagner is good. I'm just being a homer, but Lavonte David had a good year.
Yes. I would honorable mention. I'll give him that.
It might be that.
Well, Luke Kuechly is the top of the line when it comes to inside linebacker. If you're drafting inside linebacker, that's what you're hoping for.
As long as you don't hit him in the head.
Yeah,
True.
You know what?
then he freaks out.
Too many headaches.
Yeah, they're gonna have on the scoreboard next year. They're gonna have the concussion counter up there for him. They had that in Not Another Teen movie or something like that.
I hope it's got a triple digit on it. That's for sure. Man,
we're going to hell.
I ain't saying nothing.
Man. I love Kuechly. I love his passion. I can't stand when he gets hurt and gets these headaches.
Tell me about it.
Take some aspirin, get back on the field.
Let's go. Oh, my God. This cornerback list. Jesus.
Cornerback list is...
Man, that's scary.
Marshawn Lattimore of the Saints, Richard Sherman of the Niners, Darius Slay of the Lions, and Jalen Ramsey of the Rams.
You could take those last 2 out. You could take those last 2 out.
What?
Last 2? Okay.
What?
Slay and Ramsey?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Ramsey... We've had this conversation about Ramsey. Ramsey is nothing.
Who you going to put there?
Hasn't played as well since he's been at the Rams. I'll give you that.
Who you going to put?
Who would you put? Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm saying you take them out because they don't deserve to be there.
Oh,
there's nobody better.
2 men down.
Yeah, I mean, and then we can add in some other guys that are, what? Add a Giant in there, and then on the Eagles since they probably beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Oh man.
I will say this. I think if Ramsey was taken out, Kyle Fuller of the Bears, definitely.
Eli Apple had a good year.
No, he hasn't.
Apple's okay.
No, he hasn't. They're already talking about replacing him already. Last game.
They're talking about replacing him because they think that he's the problem. The real problem is their defensive end up there, Cameron Jordan, who talks too much.
What do you say, Toby? You taking any of these out?
No, sir. Hey, you have any of these cornerbacks up there, man to man? Everybody else in the box.
Slay is pretty solid. I can't replace
just like
that. Yeah. So
Slay's solid.
Slay's real solid.
Detroit's got to get some love, man. Give him some love.
Yeah, I do give him some love. Barry Sanders was pretty good.
Barry. Yes, Barry. Let's go collective safeties. We got Buda Baker of the Cardinals, Eddie Jackson of the Bears, and Harrison Smith of the Vikings.
I'm cool with that. The Bucs secondary sucks, so I can't throw any names to you. Panthers don't have any secondary either, so you can just keep going.
It's just a shame because you think back like how solid that Seahawks secondary was with their safeties, man. You could have put up Chancellor and Earl Thomas on this list by themselves, and they would have been safe. But it's gone downhill since then. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Those are solid.
Yeah.
Okay. And then special teams, got Will Lutz from the Saints kicking. Rick Lovato's long snapping from the Eagles. Tress Way is the punter of the Redskins. Because God knows he's done that all year. Deontay Harris of the Saints is the specialist. And Cordarrelle Patterson is for the Bears as a special teamer.
Oh, man. The only one, yeah. Let's go with that.
Tress Way. Tress Way is some punter. He's been showing off his skills all year for Washington.
Trez the way.
And that's our Pro Bowl this year, ladies and gentlemen.
That was it.
It took a little longer, but a lot of stubs we had to throw out there.
We're gonna have to break this down to 2.
A lot of homer picks we need to put in there. Apparently.
We're definitely gonna have to put this into 2 episodes.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah, we will. You're absolutely right. Just saw that. What else do we have to touch on topic-wise?
All right. So we're coming out with a new kind of like a mini series, the GOAT series, and which will start with us giving out the top 5 list of greatest quarterbacks of all time, not the best quarterbacks of all time, right, Biggie?
Not the best, the greatest. That's right.
Yes.
Make sure you know the difference.
Yeah, so that's coming up, and be interesting. So it will be the first episode. Will be coming out soon, and we'll go into depth with it. Probably will be an hour-long episode, and we'll do our homework and try to incorporate players that you've never heard of before. You know, like a Super Bowl winning backup quarterback that holds a clipboard. But then we're going to cover in all sports though, so we'll hit with NBA, like LeBron versus MJ, and we'll hit running back, wide receivers, tight end, all that good jazz. Someone did say something about greatest golfer of all time, which that would interest me just to see where you guys are. I don't watch enough of the sport, but I know some of the big names, so that would be interesting. But
Golden Bear, baby, Golden Bear.
We can touch on this one real quick before we get into the interesting segment. Josh Gordon and Tom Coughlin in our Out of Bounds segment, which was brought to you by our one of our loyal listeners gave us a suggestion, so we're going with it. Thank you, Dino. So Josh Gordon and Tom Coughlin, the Out of Bounds segment. So what the Out of Bounds segment is who screwed up this week?
I like that.
What the bleep would probably be the best way to describe these two. Josh Gordon, man, just can't stay off the pipe.
Just can't get right, man.
Yeah.
Just can't get right. That's what I call
him. And I mean, Tom Coughlin, man. Trading Jalen Ramsey kind of did it for him.
I mean, Coughlin at least has a career that he can be proud of. Like, him getting fired, all right, but he's won Super Bowls as a coach. And he's done all right for himself. He can get out of this okay.
You think he go back coaching?
No, I think he's done. I think he's going to spend time with his family. He's done.
No more football. He's done.
But no, he's done. I can't see it. Unless he goes back to the Giants, which I don't see that. Nobody wants part of that dumpster fire.
Him and Eli might hook back up, man. Eli might hook back up.
But Josh Gordon, now there's no coming back from that. That his career is officially ruined. I'm sorry.
I think it's completely over with.
Yeah, he's done. And it's sad because, and I hate to say it because I'm not in his shoes, but if you're paying me millions and millions of dollars to not screw up and just get to the field, I'm gonna get to the field. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's maybe he's got enough money for himself or whatever. But when you have such a golden opportunity like that, you could be one of the better wide receivers of all time. You're putting up numbers comparable to Calvin. To screw all that up because of something stupid like that, it's just a shame. I'm sorry.
Yep. I'm with you on that one.
My take on that, man, in all reality, he just needs some help. He just seriously.
He had help though.
Big issue, but it's deeper than that, man. I'm talking about deeper.
He checked into rehab last season. He quit on season to check into rehab.
Yeah, he checked in himself, but that's what we heard.
He's going to go to the XFL, and the XFL is going to let him do his thing. That's going to be that. Him and Antonio Brown are going to be on the Tampa Vipers, and it's going to be exciting.
He just need to get his medical marijuana card. There you go. How about that?
There you go.
That solves everything.
And that's probably how he's getting it. That doesn't mean you can still use it.
He's a millionaire, man. It don't matter.
He tried to flash that card to Roger Goodell. That didn't fly, did it?
Now, Biggie, you did upset a certain Giants fan of ours.
Love it.
Okay.
He does want a chance to what is it? He wants a chance to clear Eli's name, I guess, or you could say, refute what you're saying.
You better dig deep.
He just want to correct his blasphemy, just clear it up.
Yeah, so that is coming soon. Do you have anything to say to Mr. AC Biggie?
I can clear his name from the Hall of Fame book. That's for dang sure. Because we know he ain't going there. Man! I love debates and I love challenges. And honestly, if I get proven wrong, I'll admit it. I'm completely fine with that. I admit when I'm wrong all the time. I'm wrong a lot, but this one I'm not. It's pretty cut and dry. The man won 2 Super Bowls against 2 glamorous teams that should have won and beat them. He had a great defense. And besides those 2 runs from the wild card spot, no less. Let's remember that. He's a 500 quarterback who's broken no records. I don't really see where his place is in the Hall of Fame. I mean, I guess if you if you voted for Joe Namath, I guess you can consider Eli Manning at that point. But I don't put quarterbacks in just because they made a prediction or they had one good run.
Ooh, you're going all in, buddy. Oh, goodness.
So I'm trashing the Giants and the Jets, apparently. But, if they put Eli in, you better start putting people in like Trent Dilfer and Joe Flacco, too, because they had miraculous runs.
What?
Well,
What'd you just say?
I'm saying if you put Eli in there, you better start putting a lot more people in there as well.
Point on the doll where Eli hurt you.
A lot of people deserve to be, and they're way more than he does. I'm sorry, I'm not about the name. Your brother can't carry you into the Hall of Fame.
Man, that was
brutal. We got. I'll save the rest. That's just a tiny bit. Don't worry. I'll save the rest for when he can defend himself. Anthony, you're more than welcome to defend yourself. But sorry, man. They beat us. Don't get me wrong. They had 2 great seasons. That defense destroyed us in those games, and Eli was a part of it. And he earned those rings. He is not a Hall of Famer. That's it. I can't do it.
Well, on that pipe bomb.
Okay.
All right.
Man, I'm speechless after that.
Am I wrong?
Hey, I ain't got nothing. I ain't going along with you.
You ain't gonna jump into that?
Don't drag me. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Oh, that's weak. I thought y'all had my back.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Man.
Anthony, add him to the show, but make him the scapegoat. I got you.
I got my own debate going with Breeze and Brady. So you got this. I got Breeze and Brady.
Yeah, but I'm on one of the sides of that debate. So
it's because you have an issue with people, and you just feel that you need to argue about everything. I could say, thin crust pizza is better than deep dish, and you're gonna be like, I totally disagree. I think deep dish is the greatest pizza in the world.
He'll say hand toss. He'll say hand toss.
Yeah. You know what? He'll say Domino's instead of freaking mom and pop pizza joint.
Oh no! I can't stand Domino's unless they're sponsored.
Plug.
Then I love Domino's.
Plug.
No, man.
Man, you spoke some hateful words, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Oh, come on. I don't hate Domino's. I can bear them. Oh, you meant by the Giants?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Giants.
Oh, no, that's all true. Those weren't hateful. That was just true. That was from the soul.
Oh, that was from the soul. Jesus.
Oh, man, that's even worse.
I mean, all right, hold on. Oh, no, you're right. I'll save it for when he comes on. I'm going to be fair. I'll let him debate back.
We want him to listen. We don't want to lose him as a loyal listener.
I'm not going to lie. I think our podcast could survive without Giants fans.
Oh my goodness!
No, I'm just kidding. I don't mind the Giants. They beat us. I don't mind the Giants. I like some Giants. Don't get me wrong. Like I like some of their players that they had.
You really got a hateful disdain against them guys, man.
I do want to give a shout out because I can see where our viewers or listeners are coming from, and we have one listener in California. So I don't know who you are, but I appreciate the love, man.
Definitely there.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, we listen to every single one of our shows. Usually the first one. So
I've never been that way, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Shoot us a line. Let us know who you are so we can give you a proper shout out.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, check out our new logo. We got a new logo. So that one's pretty cool. You guys got anything?
Nope.
No.
I just want to appreciate everybody listening. So,
Absolutely.
Keep downloading, keep listening, and keep sharing them. I love it.
Yeah, share. And then Biggie will be adding people to our Facebook page because he needs to invite all of his friends.
I got more people listening today.
Well, let's go.
And let's see some action on that Facebook page too. Who knows? Maybe we'll invite you on one day to debate like Anthony.
Yeah. Whoever you are, I appreciate you.
Yeah. Toby is the king of the Facebook page, so anything you see on there, Toby is usually driving it, and then Biggie's in there being very active.
Sir.
Yeah, just wrecking it. Toby drives the bus and I'm wrecking.
Yes, he just.
So you know what?
Takes the wheel.
Someone argue with Biggie over what pizza is greater. Do that. I'll give you a shout on the show. How about that?
I mean, deep dish is, the best kind of pizza. What do you think?
Yeah, you know what? Bears fans can't agree with you because they hate the Patriots. So you're gonna make now all of Chicago hates deep dish because of you. Congratulations. You just killed like 100 businesses.
In fairness, it's not fair. I like all kinds of pizza, obviously. So
yeah, I'm a freak.
I've proven that over the years. I pretty much can eat any kind of pizza you throw at me. So.
All right, guys. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Yeah, we'll be back on probably Sunday night, and then show will probably be dropping either Sunday night or Monday. Other than that. Your host and producer, Devin, is out.
All right. It's Toby. Tell a friend, tell another. Tell your friend, tell your brother. Let's make it happen. Share it. TD1 Show. Let's go.
The TD1 Show.
Yeah. Oh, TD Show 1.
Yeah. Big you guys.
That's what it is.
All right. Deuces.